Okay, this is page 23, and we're looking at number 80 going up or down. First thing we need to look at here is our key signature. Our key signature tells us that all of our B's are flat, but everything else is natural. So we're going to play straight through this. First time, say the note names or count, and then back up and play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, so keep backing that up and going over it. Say the note names, and then play along with the recording. Now let's look at number 81. Look at your key signature first. We have a B flat telling us that every B is flat. But if you look as we go through this, we have a lot of accidentals. So let's look at the second measure. We have F, then E flat second valve, then E natural open. So that's going back and forth between E natural, E flat, and E natural. And the next to last measure has the same thing. So let's say the note names and finger through this first. Here we go. Saying the note names. We have F, C, F, C, F, E, E flat, E, F, C, C, E flat, D, hold, hold, rest, D, D, F, D, C, C, E natural, C, F, E natural, E flat, E natural, F, hold, hold. Let's play straight through this now, number 81. Look at the key, B flat in the key, watch out for the accidentals. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, this is number 82, Sight Reading Challenge, theme from Orpheus and the Underworld. First, we look at our key signature. We have one flat, B flat, telling us that every B is flat, everything else is natural. We're going to go over this in small sections. We're going to start from the beginning and go to the breath mark. So say the counts and finger while Amelia plays the first 5 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so keep backing up and going over those 5 measures until you have them worked out. Now let's look at the next 3. This is starting on the first measure before the first ending, and we're going to do the first ending. Here we go. Say and finger, then play along. 1 and ready and. Okay. Now play along with that. And let's look at the second ending. We have F, C, G, A, F, F. Let's do the second ending together. Ready? Ready, and go, and. Okay, now we're going to play all the way through. When we get to the end of the first ending, we go back to the beginning. The second time, we skip the first ending and take the second one. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, so keep backing that up and going over it. Work out those little small sections before you try to play all the way through it. Okay, this is line 83. This is your F major scale arpeggio in chords. We're going to work this out in little sections and try to memorize this scale. So we're going to look at the first two measures and the half note in the third measures. We're going to go from half note to half note. So we have F, G, A, B flat because of the B flat in the key, C, D, and then that's an E natural because there's not an E flat in the key, and then F. Here we go. Play that along with Amelia. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, let's do that one more time, looking at the notes. 1, 2, ready, now. Now keep backing that up and going over it, looking at the notes, and then looking away and playing it without looking at the notes until you can play it from memory. Now let's start in the third measure and go down to the whole note. We have F, E natural, D, C, B flat, A, G, F. And that flat is there because of the key signature. So let's play those three measures. Ready? 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, look at that third measure going down. Let's play that one more time. Ready? 1, 2, going down the scale. Okay, so go over that coming down, looking at it, and then looking away until you can play it from memory. Now let's do the whole scale from the beginning to the breath mark. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. So keep doing that over and over until you have that memorized, looking at it and then looking away. Now the next thing we have is our arpeggio. The arpeggio is just the chord that's part of the scale. It's the first note, the third note, the fifth note of the scale, and sometimes the octave that we'll learn when we do our scale out of our notebooks. So let's look at the arpeggio here. It's two measures. Ready? And play now. And keep going over that until you have it memorized. And now let's look the chords at the end. These are just random notes that we're playing that fit with what the rest of the band has. And when we play them together, it'll sound like a big organ playing. So let's do those last three measures. Ready? 1, 2, last 3, now. Okay, now we're ready to go all the way through line 83. Here we go, all the way through. Look at your key signature. All B's are flat, everything else is natural. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, keep backing it up and going over it, making sure that we get that scale and arpeggio memorized. Now this is line 84, Crescent Moon Rising. First thing we have to look at here is our key signature. We have a flat on the B line that tells us that every B is flat in the whole piece and every other note is natural. The first two measures and the fifth and sixth measures are exactly the same. So we're just going to go straight through this. So while she plays, count and finger, and then back the recording up and play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. keep backing that up and going through it until you have it completely worked out. Okay, this is line 85, Skill Builder. This will be a test line, so you'll need to spend a little extra time on it. Look at our key signature first. We have a flat on the middle line, which tells us that every B is flat. Everything else in this is natural. So let's say and finger the first four measures. We have F, E, D, C, D, E, F, C, F, E, D, E, F. So play that along with Amelia. Ready? 1 and ready, go. Now let's look at the last four measures. Say and finger with me. We have E, D, C, E, C, D, E, C, F, E, D, E, F. Notice there's no flats in that. So play that along with Amelia. Ready, and go, and. And we won't do the repeats on these recordings. And you won't do that, you won't repeat on the test either. So the thing to do with this is to play along with the recording. Do this on your mouthpiece only some. It's not a very hard line, but it's a good line to practice mouthpiece playing on. So let's play it all the way through now. Here we go. 1 and ready, and. Okay, keep playing through that on your instrument and on the mouthpiece until you have it worked out and you're ready to take it for a test.